The star you named Shoals was part of an entangled pair. As such, they passed through without affecting much of any planet or material in your system.
It's been estimated it will take 2 million years for the asteroids disturbed by those stars to reach our planet.
There was no disruption. Those two stars were not entangled with your system to a large enough degree.
So they do affect it a little.
Everything in the universe is entangled with everything else. However, there are levels of greater and lesser entanglement depending on the length of time the material was in the same pool together.
So Schultz's star was entangled with our solar system.
Yes, 8 billion years ago, you were all part of the same pool.
I understand what you're saying. So entanglement degrades with time.
Not exactly, but that's an easy way to rationalize it without going into exhaustive detail.
I'm interested in the details, though.
I'm not.
Everything in the universe changes state. A black hole, for instance, will evaporate. In the same way, matter can become entangled to greater or lesser degrees.
None of this makes any sense. We know there is gravity because of time dilation. Would there be time dilation if objects are entangled?
Time dilation is due to proximity to objects with large mass. It's the mass that creates the time dilation.
But mass and gravity are synonymous.
Mass and gravity became synonymous so you could rationalize the things you wanted to. Substitute entanglement for gravity, and everything you've learned still works the same. It's only the name that has changed, because the notion of what you call gravity doesn't actually exist.
Okay, but how did we get this so wrong?
It's not wrong. The truth is simply more evolved. Mass does not attract unless magnetized, but mass alters the fabric of space and distorts time.
But the equations for orbiting planets fit. Every model, every solar system, just as gravity predicts it.
Gravity is simply a number in those equations. Keep the same equation, but change gravity to entanglement.
So planets are not falling into a gravity well.
No, the mass of an object has entangled particles connected to the particles of another. The two are drawn together by their entanglement, but currently, the force of the Big Bang keeps them from reconnecting.
Can we take a break? An all-nighter used to mean one thing when I was young. Now it's those infrequent nights when I don't have to get out of bed to relieve myself.
Best reason I ever heard of to take a break. Dr. Lee, are you coming?
I don't need a break, thank you.
Is there something you would like to ask?
Why leave a message encoded like that? Why not just contact us directly?
Those instructions were not left intentionally for you. At the time, we had no idea your species would evolve. Those same instructions are embedded on dozens of worlds, possibly hundreds.
And this other species? How come it hasn't revealed itself?
To do so would undermine the goal.
Which is?
Would you consider yourself a good species?
Yes and no.
Are there shameful incidents in your history that you are not proud of?
That's one way of putting it.
But you're a primarily good species, aren't you?
Let's just say there's some evolving some of us still need to do.
What if I told you there were factors influencing your decisions? intended to keep you from evolving.
I'm not sure what you mean.
The reasons for the shameful incidents in your past are not entirely a fault of your own.
The Draco?
They influence you, try to help shape your culture and your thinking, seeding ideas that are contrary to the path that leads to ascension.
Like what exactly?
They wish to bind you to the material world with the promise of material things.
Am I to assume then that ascension is more spiritual?
It is not more spiritual, it's completely spiritual. Your consciousness is the real you, and when you ascend, you leave the material world behind.
So if I ascend, can I still return to my body?
If you ascend, there's a good chance you may not want to.
I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm on another line. They said we'd talk about your father later. I'll call when I'm on my way home. Sorry.
No need to apologize.
You have an awfully good command of the English language.
We have aids that assist us. Language is too nuanced without them.
You know, if this turns out to be a big joke, I'll admit, you got me. I won't be angry.
Your fear is that you will be humiliated by your peers for believing.
I won't lie, it crossed my mind.
To them, you can say that there have been many who tried to communicate, but the message is always lost or distorted.
Distorted by...
Most of the others who share your world care as much about you as you care about an anthill on your way to work. However, there are select groups who make it their goal to distort what I and others would like to convey. They use time and more insidious means to erase knowledge and deprive future generations. They wish to keep the current cycle of ignorance going indefinitely.
I understand how this could have been done in the past. How could they manage to accomplish this today?
The past strategy was to eliminate information. The current strategy is to conceal it.
How?
Any way they can. It's a desperate time for them. Concealing information is becoming next to impossible.
Am I intruding?
No, not at all. So regarding the path to ascension, what is the first step?
Are you familiar with Hinduism?
I think I have enough of an understanding.
Hinduism would teach to leave the earthly world behind to achieve higher vibration.
There must be more to it than that, though. Many have meditated for decades and haven't reached ascension.
They achieved much. Ascendance is a progression. It is achieved over lifetimes.
What would it entail for someone like me?
Letting go of your anger towards your husband.
He's not going to get off that easy.
If you allow his actions to influence you, the negativity created will delay your vibration.
My husband's indiscretion is one thing I'd like to hold on to. It's a little too fresh in my mind not to.
And that is why it will be difficult for you to ascend. The first ascension stage is self-examination. This is where you begin to question existence.
Like, why am I here?
And who am I? After reflection, you will begin to study and probe for answers. Meditation is key because many of the answers you seek are outside of your immediate vicinity.
Still focusing on the same questions?
Yes, why you are here is crucial to your ascension. You came to be in this existence to experience something. You need to figure out what you came to learn.
And once I figure that out,
Then you're mastering spiritual concepts. This is when the cycle of teaching begins. As you start on the right path, you will grow, look inward, and learn the value of serving others, especially those less fortunate than yourself.
and if I do all that,
It's not enough just to do. The decision must emanate from your heart. This is a stage where your heart opens and becomes filled with divine light. You become awakened.
and what will being awakened allow me to do?
Untangle the beliefs that limit you and bind you to this existence. Limit negative emotions and patterns that you currently live by. When your heart is open, the light illuminates your third eye, unlocking your second sight and intuition.
Women already have intuition. My husband got busted thanks to women's intuition.
Second sight is stronger. If the light is allowed to continue to your crown, you will experience a direct connection with the source. You will be fully awakened and embody all that you can be in a continuous state of love, forgiveness, and gratitude. The most powerful protection in the universe is the embodiment of unconditional love, which is the ability to see all as a part of yourself in a non-judgmental state of neutrality. When you are this way, your body comes into a powerful structure of light. This is how we navigate through frequencies that are not in alignment with us anymore.
That's what I'm talking about. What will people say, Senator? Think about that for a minute. How will it affect their impression of you?
Why are you so concerned with my election campaign?
Because so much damage has been done already? My job is basically triage.
Careful. He amputates.
I don't care if you're disabled. I don't appreciate snippy comments.
Then you should probably stop issuing them.
Gentlemen,
Dr. Lee and Maya had a private talk while we took our break.
Don't hold out on us.
it's personal.
Maya, how does your species utilize energy from your star?
Actually, I'd like to hear more about Ascension.
You would?
Yes, my interest got piqued during the break.
Not sure I believe you.
Must be woman's intuition.
Do you want to know how to achieve ascension or discover how to prevent others from achieving it?
Why would I want to prevent it?
Your vibration is exceedingly low. Achieving ascension for one such as yourself would be a long, arduous process.
Of course, I'm the one with the low vibration. I'm also the only skeptic. A funny coincidence.
Maya, why do you think Secretary Gray wants to prevent anything?
Because of his low vibrational energy.
I have cooties.
In defense of the Secretary, I think it's wrong to judge a person for merely having a low vibration.
Thank you.
That just proves that you don't understand how low vibrational energy works. There are two people in the room with low vibrational energy.
Politicians have heard it all, I guess. I can shoulder it, so how am I a terrible person?
I've known the senator a long time. I trust him.
If you were awakened, you would see everyone in the room for who they really are, like I do.
Maybe we should change the subject.
I just want to emphasize, for any looking to achieve ascension, helping others to ascend is the righteous path, but preventing others will guarantee a low vibration for many cycles to come.
Can anyone ascend?
Yes, anyone can.
Will everyone ascend?
It is our belief that yes, everyone will, but this remains to be seen.
So Maya, back to my question. How do you get energy from your star?
Energy is abundant. Energy from a star is also stored on planets in ways that can be accessed. Energy from a black hole requires more effort.
You can get energy from a black hole?
Using photons to increase the spin and extracting the angular momentum via Penrose superradiance.
Did you understand that? Penrose what? Is that one of our terms or one of theirs?
The photons increase the spin.
Yes, with an increase in spin comes an increase in frequency.
It seems like everything keeps centering around vibration and frequency, like it's all connected.
That's because it is. It's reality. And as you get closer to the bridges that border your reality, the rules change.
How so?
As you get closer to the temperature of absolute zero, the laws of physics begin to break down. That is because the temperature of absolute zero is the border of your dimension.
Can we experience anything beyond our borders?
Only through ascension.
And black holes.
Black holes bridge dimensions, but not in the way you currently are familiar with. A black hole is an accumulation of mass that extends. It extends to such a degree that it touches upon other realms. It is not a direct conduit as you would like to believe. Not a corridor, it's a bulge.
So, no Einstein-Rosen bridges.
There are such bridges, but they do not bridge realms. They bridge distant regions of your universe.
Could those be useful?
For what?
To explore, to colonize.
Maya, you still there?
You will never explore distant regions of your universe in that way.
That's disappointing.
Not using ships.
Why?
The notion is infinitely impractical and will be completely eclipsed within a century by more feasible ways of exploring. Sooner if you pay attention to what I tell you.
I'm listening.
Ships in your past used sails, correct?
They did?
Do you still use sails to cross distances?
No.
Sails were eclipsed in the same way the notion of sailing the stars will be eclipsed by a mode of exploration that is infinitely more practical.
The same way you're communicating with us right now?
Yes.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
It's still disappointing.
Take a look at any artist drawing from 100 years ago of what the future was supposed to look like. An artist would imagine a whole farm capable of being worked by a single person using levers and pulleys. The future wasn't levers and pulleys, though. That was just the limit of the artist's imagination. The reality was smartphones that used radio waves to control electronic vehicles with GPS. Who could have ever imagined such a thing?
So our notion of starships is like that artist drawing.
Essentially, yes.
H.G. Wells got the future right. He made incredible predictions.
H.G. Wells was awakened.
Are there others?
Yes,
Nikola Tesla?
awakened. He wanted to provide free energy to all. He understood the value of 3, 6, and 9. But his vibration faltered, impeded by those with lower vibration.
Albert Einstein?
Awakened. But his vibration also faltered due to fame and overindulging in the material world.
Elvis?
not awakened, but constantly surrounded by those with low vibration.
I'm sensing a pattern.
Low vibration generally is attracted to high vibration, but consistently brings high vibration down.
Referring to skepticism as low vibration is just your way of alienating a skeptic.
Alienating a skeptic. Now that's funny.
Why is that funny?
The irony amuses me.
The subtext of what is really going on in this room is interesting.
I'm sorry, subtext?
I don't know what the two of you have against one another, but for the sake of civility, perhaps you could put your differences aside.
That will be difficult.
Did you hear the part about everyone being capable of achieving ascension?
I did.
And so what will you tell the president, our people? Will you share or obstruct?
I've heard nothing relevant today. Just empty words.
What would change your mind?
Proof.
There have been many awakened throughout history. Entire civilizations have attempted to communicate with us using methods that are still in existence.
Such as?
Geoglyphs. Ancient populations knew about our remote viewing and were attempting to get our attention.
If an advanced civilization wanted to send a message, they wouldn't use geoglyphs. That's nuts.
Says the one who refuses to bring this discussion to your president.
No, they would send a probe like we did. A probe that will take forever just to leave our solar system. It's kind of nuts, too.
I'm curious, shouldn't your president be the one to decide and not you?
I filter the garbage. That's my job.
You're extremely adept at filtering. Your president is completely unaware of all the things that I have stated today.
What are you all staring at me for?
Maya, do the others look like us?
No,
Can you stop staring now?
but they have a few who they have manipulated to fulfill their needs.
So now I'm a traitor to my own people.
Secretary Gray, it makes no difference to me whether you glean anything valuable from this discussion. I was asked to participate. That is why I'm here.
I think you should share what's been stated here with the president.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
I'll share it with him.
The three of you can do whatever you like. You know where I stand.
I can appreciate your skepticism.
Really? Because you don't seem to be siding with me on anything today.
Science is not about taking sides.
We're talking about an undiscovered race living on our planet.
We've talked about a lot of things, but that particular subject seems to be the one that bothers you the most.
Yeah, I'm having difficulty with it. Yes, if I'm being honest.
As a fellow advisor, let me advise you on what we don't know. We don't know what gravity is. We honestly don't. We don't know what's in 90% of the oceans. We've only really ventured about 5 kilometers deep beneath the Earth's crust. We know more about space than we do about our own planet.
All of that may be true, but it doesn't validate anything mentioned in the discussion here today.
What I find interesting is that the things Maya's talked about are things we know the least about.
Wait, what do you mean?
A truly sentient race would be able to fill in the gaps of our understanding.
If a sentient race, other than ourselves, existed alongside us, there would be evidence.
You're speaking to one right now. How much more evidence do you require?
Maybe we don't have evidence because all traces of a civilization disappear in less than 60,000 years.
Not true. Pop cans are going to be around for 2 million.
Previous to our civilization, any trace would disappear quickly, and any written records are less than 5,000 years old.
And yet, in all those written records, there is no mention of another species besides our own.
You know, as an advisor to the president, such a possibility should probably be at the top of your agenda.
If I ever feel like getting fired, I'll mention it.
Maya, what sort of things have the others done to create stumbling blocks? How have they managed to keep themselves hidden for so long?